Welcome in, everybody. I'm Devin O'Day. It's Main Street Today time, and we're gonna have our makeover Monday. Sometimes we just like to. We're home. We're all cooped up. We've got ice everywhere, but we have power, and so we're grateful for that, and hope that you guys do too. And speaking of the power, here is the power for a new you. Rikay joins us, my dear friend, and
Hello.
we're going to talk all sorts of good stuff. Today is a perfect day to play in the closet, isn't it?
This is the day. Or organize it and see what really looks good on you and say bye-bye.
Yeah, it's a perfect day for that.
Take the time for you.
Yeah.
Because it's cold out there. It's ugly.
It is, but
it's beautiful.
Today is also a good day to do your hair. If you're going to be home, if you got heat and you've got whatever, if you've been waiting on that day to put that good leave-in conditioner on your hair and just like put it up in a scrunchie, it's the perfect day, isn't it?
It is, and do that at least once a day if you don't, or overnight. So you take care of your hair. You got to do that. We want shine.
Yeah, speaking of shine, you've got some great shining silver products from Drab to Fab, and you need models because the product is actually in the beta testing phase, and we need some folks who want to be models.
Exactly. And I'm going to ask people. I have these little Munchkin bottles of 4. There are 4 products in the line that I want to send along with a questionnaire about how you like this product, what you're using in relation to other. And this is for natural silver hair and colored silver hair, because as you know, there's so many young girls now coloring their hair silver. It kind of blows me away. So it's for all types. So I'm going to offer that. I'll even take care of the shipping and send it to you. And I also have another one with larger bottles that I will send also if your hair is longer, and I just ask for you to pay for the shipping on that. So I need answers and people and models. So we'll implore that.
That's right. And we'll give you the information after the show for that.
Yeah.
But today we're going to talk about clothes. Rikay has been dressing me for a long, long time. You have found great clothing pieces that I have in my wardrobe. And I'm going to start out with showing some of the pieces. You have velvets and dress up things. When we get to do dress up things again, and heck, they're so comfortable, you just wear them around your house just for you.
You're not the only one that has said that.
I know. I might be a little Norma Desmond at times. Sunset Boulevard. This is backstage at the Ryman in the dressing room with your haircut, by the way.
Oh, lovely.
Hosting a showcase, wearing some of the clothing from Rikay. Interviewing backstage. There's a fabulous version of something very casual. Then at the Tennessee Radio Hall of Fame, wearing some of your velvets.
Mm-hmm.
Laces, along with Jeannie Seely there for the Jeannie Seely Award. Hosting for Heartland Television. So they go all over.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Yeah, and on the stage of the Grand Ole Opry.
Sweet.
And so all of these, and then hosting a keynote at City Winery. And for the Donaldson Hermitage Chamber.
I love this.
And with my friend Tanya.
Sweet.
We're just having fun.
Uh-huh.
But those are the kind of things that you have offered, these wonderful pieces, and you are moving how everybody is moving, how they're doing business, instead of always, you're not keeping the same store that you had and you're moving out of your place. Right. What are you doing with clothing?
I am doing it virtually. And I'm also associating with the wonderful Up and Down Closet, which we're featuring today, that it's where my clothes will be going. They are both new and consignment pieces, and I'm doing it virtually online because it works better, as well as I'm doing my beauty consultations virtually. Aunt Velma in Poughkeepsie can call and ask about her hair. She doesn't have to come down. Or is this too tight for me? Should I take this in? Simple questions. And virtual's beautiful. So being able to share this and what we're sharing here is great. And can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
The beauty of those velvets is they're timeless. You've had them for a while, and they're
I know.
timeless, and they're convertible, and it's a small investment, but I look at it also as an heirloom to just share. They're beautiful.
It's crazy. And by the way, people are blowing up on our comments. We're going to get to you guys in just
Oh,
a second.
really?
Yeah, people are literally blowing up on the comments. So we're going to get to those in a few minutes. But first, we're going to check in with one of our little fashion elf. Peyton Taylor is going to join us and show us a great place if you happen to love going and getting a great bargain on designer wear. And if you happen to be plus size, here's the place for you. We're going to check in with Peyton Taylor.
Hey everyone, my name is Peyton Taylor and I am here at this gem of a store. This is the Up and Down Closet consignment store in Hendersonville, Tennessee. This is one of my favorite places to come shop, and I've really gotten to know the ladies here so well. It's woman owned, woman managed, and very woman affirming, specializing in sizes from large and up. So you really can go quite literally up and down, but not just clothing. There's really is something here for everybody. The jewelry is fantastic. The bags, there's a whole wall of them. So there really is just so much to go through here. I swear I see something different every time that I come by, and we're gonna take a little tour. All right, let's do a little walk through. So here are all of the tops, starting from a size large, going all the way up to, I believe, a 5X. And as you can see, we have bags going on this entire walkway, so definitely a lot to look through. And then here, definitely a spot that I've needed to keep checking on throughout 2020 and this year. Pants. What's so wonderful about this store is that dressing rooms are open right now, and the ladies here at the store, they're very, very careful about cleaning they're always cleaning, always taking care of everything. So if you need somewhere to try on pants because I haven't been able to find anywhere, you can definitely come try them on here in a safe environment. Again, sizes from 14 all the way up here, and definitely dress pants for work. A lot of people have been rocking some sweatpants on Zoom calls or just jeans. So dress pants over here, some things with nice stretchy waistband, some coats. We're still not out of the woods yet with February. And then here, jeans. This has been the hardest thing to try to fit these days, is jeans, without being able to try them on. So we've got jeans here, boots, some gorgeous, I believe we have some Frye boots somewhere, which I'm just a sucker for. Looks like some Uggs over here. We have our tall boots. Here's the Frye boots. I have size envy. We call it size envy when we don't quite fit in something. It's not our size, but there's so much to go through. And if you'll join me over here, we're gonna go to the bag wall. It is quite literally just a huge wall of bags. So some of my favorite designers are here. This one specifically, I love this bag. This is a Kate Spade. We've got amazing designers here. We have Kate Spade, we have Coach, Dooney and Burke. You could just comb all the way through this. Michael Kors, I believe we had a Frye bag at some point, but they don't last super long. So come in frequently, you can keep checking. And of course, if you are a bagaholic like I am, a bag lady, please feel free to call the store and you guys can talk about consigning bags to the store. Maybe if you want to change out your styles, consign them so I can buy them, please. But this is our bag wall, and this is going to start with the shoes. If you'll follow me this way, we have our coats. This is our little corner. I love this corner. So Chico's is a big favorite here at the store, and the neat thing about Chico's is that it does start in a size 0, which is a small, and it will go up to I believe a size 4, 5. Nice range of sizes, and there's just beautiful, beautiful pieces that are just made so well. The Chico's quality is just unbelievable, and the ladies who shop here know that. So lots of Chico's, this entire rack here, some beautiful blazers, not just regular Chico's, but also Travelers by Chico's, Chico's Black Label, which is the fancy collection. And there's a whole ring of Chico's here, so if you're a Chico's lover, this is definitely a place you need to come stop by. And then this back corner here, I will show you. This is where we have some of Rike's specialty velvets. So these sizes are going to range a little bit different. But we have some smalls and mediums here, and they're just one of a kind, unique and hand beaded, and this is just unbelievable. It matches my hair. But Rike's been so kind to bring some of his pieces back here, and so many people have stopped to ask about them. So if you want to come see some one of a kind pieces here, this is where you can do that. And then back here is just the corner of shoes from heaven. So if you want to take a load off, try some new shoes on. We have some shoes that have never been worn. These specifically, another size envy moment. These are Chico's shoes. I love these. I feel like these are little Dorothy shoes. I love them so much. But this is our back shoe corner, so you can kind of take a little look around. When we're back up and running with the world, you can have a new pair of shoes. And again, the dressing rooms are back here, super well maintained, and you'll feel super comfortable here. Everyone's masked up, and making sure that safety is super important. If you guys have some clothes, maybe similar to something that you saw here, you're more than welcome to come in and bring your items. I think you have to make an appointment. So go ahead, you can call Miss Sherry. She'll pick up the phone, or Miss Barbara, and you can consign your items here. Use your consignor credit to buy something else and kind of fuel your habit. So that's what I do. So that's our little tour of the store. If you guys would like to join us, please check out Facebook, facebook.com/UpAndDownCloset. If you can't make it all the way up here to Hendersonville, we do also have Facebook Live sales every day. So it's super simple. All you need to do is just sit back and relax. One of the ladies here at the store will bring out a rack of clothes with numbers, and all you have to do is type sold, the number, and then you can either pick up your items here at the store, pay with consignor credit, or have them delivered to you wherever you are. We have friends who shop from Nevada. We have friends who consign all the way from Nevada. Just all over the place. So it really is pieces from all over. We would love to see you. So come check us out.
This is a
So
delightful place. So many fashion things that we see, and all the fashion sales. A lot of them don't include the plus sizes, which I'm just going, okay, great. I don't get to play in that arena. You can play
here. And you know what I thought of this morning? 30 years ago, I was shopping for a client who was plus size, and the only place I could find things that were great were in New York, in Beverly Hills. There was a store very aptly named The Forgotten Woman. And it was so true now, because fashion didn't respect and honor people of all sizes. And don't get me started on that.
I know. So for our plus size girls, and here's another aside. I was one of the first plus size models at Ford Models in New York, and I did one of the first covers for The Forgotten Woman.
Did you really?
Yes, I was one of their cover girls. So isn't that funny?
Coincidences when God chooses to remain anonymous.
There you go.
I thought of that this morning. Yeah, but it was so true. It was sad. But now, when I go to this place, I am blown away with the inventory. And each time I go, I see something completely different. It blows me. And they are sweethearts there. And they'll really take care of you.
Find them on Facebook, the Up and Down Closet. They're in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Sales every day. And get in touch with Rike, Rike.com, RIQUE.com, and you can reach out to him to be a model for the Simply Silver.
Yeah, actually, they can just contact me here at Facebook at Rike Collection.
Okay, perfect.
So it's all in the same place. Thank you.
Wonderful. Love you, honey.
Love you. Have a blessed day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I love our Makeover Monday. And you know what? And as Rike, he doesn't like to call it makeover because he says it all begins inside. We're not making over. We're just playing. We're having fun, and we're enjoying the best of what we have. I'm going to take a look at a few of the comments that we're getting, because we have never had so many comments. And let's take a look. Peyton jumped in. You're going to love my sweet Devin celebrity stylist Rike. He does Emmy Lou Harris's hair. He's a legend. Is that not precious? That's from our Peyton. And of course, Denise says beautiful. And everybody is jumping in there, loving the feature. And a lot of people have jumped in and tagged other people there. Josh Carey reaches out, and he's our friend from the At Home show that he and David Bates do. He said salt and pepper hair. He said, I guess he's wondering about the products. They're great for salt and pepper hair, by the way. Let's say, people go silver. Anyway, there's a whole conversation going on our Facebook page for Main Street Today. And we hope that you will join us on Facebook and click subscribe, because that's kind of what we do. Well, speaking of subscribe, a lot of people have found a lot of information out from our friends over at Monster Home Services. And Big J joined me to tell me about a brand new product that they're offering. Jamison Siebert from Monster Home Services joins us. And you have got so many cool things coming to Monster Home Services. People are fascinated with the screened in patios and conserving that, but you're expanding even that thought. You're going to blow our minds.
We're actually going to go into the safety tubs, the walk-in bathtubs, and we were able to cut some special deals with some manufacturers on these tubs. We were able to get some really deep ones that are deeper than most of the ones on the market for guys my size. And of course, you've met me, and of course, I'm a shaved down Yeti that was taught to speak. My wife doesn't. But yeah, so we're going to be bringing that to the table, and we're going to be able to bring it at, once again, just like Monster always does, at a more fair and reasonable price than what, some guy coming out there sitting down for 3 hours talking to you about why you should buy his tub and giving you a bunch of fake discounts and all that stuff. You know how they work. So we're actually going to be able to come out. We're going to be typically 20, 30, 40%. In some cases, we're 50% less than some of the things that people are charging. We're going to be able to get you in walk-in tubs. We have soakers. We have handicap accessible tubs.
Wow.
We can be in and out in a day. Like, we can literally come in, take your bathtub out, take your wall out, put the drywall up, put the tub in, get everything hooked up, the electrical run, and get you a walk-in tub. 2-inch, just 2 inches. That's how high the floor is to walk into one of our tubs. 2-inch step in, 2 inches. So very small, but they're safe. You're going to have all the jets in it. You're going to have options. They self-purge. So when you get out of the tub, the system comes on and it air dries the tubes, so you don't get any biological buildup or things like that in the tubes.
Ooh, that's what I was going to ask about.
Sometimes you think if there's water inside those jets, is it just going to sit there and get funky or nasty or something like that? Plus, they drain real quick, so you have a really fast drain.
That's the other thing, yeah.
Because when you're putting a lot of water into them, so when you get into them, we've got double drain systems where we can drain it out. We can go in and add a larger drain up under the house to make it drain quicker.
Oh, wow.
We have oversized faucets to fill them. Usually take about 15 to 18 minutes to fill one. But it's really neat. We have heat in the seats. You can have a heated seat inside of one. You can have a heated back on it. You have therapy. I mean, they're just complete therapeutic tubs. I mean, believe it or not, we've even got them where you've got a remote and it floats around in there with you, and you can cut the music on. You can cut the lights out in the bathroom and have a blue ambiance inside of it called chromotherapy. We have aromatherapy, so you can actually go in and put your favorite scent in there. I like eucalyptus,
Yeah.
It's nice to be able to sit in there. All those jets are put on your body. They're hitting you in all the muscles you need. Not a bunch of unnecessary jets not hitting anything. But we have all those jets. They're adjustable. They can hit your body. I'm telling you, the old Calgon take me away thing, it's going to be Monster take me away.
I love it.
You get to another place, another time when you get in one of these pieces. And there again, like I said, you don't have to buy into the discount. Well, if I call my manager and, today if we do this and, if I do this, can we do it today? No pressure stuff. Look, we're going to be 30 to 40% less. You're going to have a lifetime warranty on your product. If anything ever goes wrong with it, it's going to be fixed forever. If I run outside and Amber backs over me with her car and something happens to me, you know what? The company's going to back it, and they're going to make sure it's serviced for your lifetime. So you do things right. The customer ends up with a great experience. You know, we have A ratings everywhere. Angie's List, you know all that stuff. But buy local, support Tennessee families. Let us come out. We take a look. No big whoop. You don't have to buy it today. You know, you can look at it.
And you have financing. And you have financing.
Yeah, we do have financing available, and some of that 0% financing is great. You know, there's a lot of people that are like, man, you know, I'd love to buy this, but if I could pay it off in 12 months, not have to pay any interest. We don't want you to have to pay interest. We don't want to come out and sell you some high financing. I tell all my customers, I can't borrow money for you lower than you can borrow for yourself. You know, so why would guess, you know, but I do have options to where we have that 0%, 18-month, 0% interest, 12-month. You know, where you can expand it out. You're not having to make a big down payment or anything like that. We have all those type of options available for you. But like I said, buy local. If you work with Monster, you're going to have no regrets.
I love it.
Referrals, and of course, you know me. So,
Big J, thank you for your time today. Happy Valentine's Day.
I'm hoping to have a happy Valentine's Day. Boy, I tell you what, I got to go out and get something, don't I? I'm one of those guys.
See, if you just had the tub already.
You know what? I put the tub in. If I were to put a tub in and put that ambient light and that aromatherapy and stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
To get somewhere. And you know what a great gift. You know what? I'm thinking about that. What if I put one in for our anniversary? You know?
See, I think that would be excellent.
Well, you know what's even more excellent than that is I actually have some of those tubs that are walk-in tubs that you can put two people in facing each other.
Oh,
so that takes the Valentine's Day to another level, doesn't it?
I think so. I think so. See, and if you can't get it done by Valentine's Day, you can get a picture of it, wrap it up, and say, honey, this is what's coming your way. See?
Hey, absolutely. Hey, okay. You know what I did for you? And you're not in trouble on Valentine's Day. You don't get that look.
And probably people have never thought about this as their Valentine's present. Again, that number to call is 615-509-4375. Thank you for your time today.
Love you, Devin.
Love you
next week. We'll talk. We'll do lunch.
All right. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Standing by in our waiting room is our Songs of Love guest. I cannot wait to tell you the story of Ava Page. But before that, we're going to talk a little bit about health insurance. My friend Health Insurance Harvey. I don't know if you're like me, but I went on one of those sites where it says, do you need affordable health insurance? And this was pre-Harvey, but I am still getting calls. And that was over a year ago. I needed insurance. I left a job, and then so I had 30 days to find my health insurance. I could go on expensive Cobra, or I could look at that healthcare marketplace, which is what I did. Oh Lord, I'm still getting robocalls about that. It drives me crazy. But here's what I should have done and just called Harvey first. If you find yourself in need of health insurance, one Google search and a questionnaire could start your phone ringing and those emails and those texts coming from companies all over. And it can be really confusing. And sometimes you get caught up in buying something only to find that it covers very little of what you actually need. And sometimes it can be too late to do anything about it. You know, after the fact, like when you need your insurance. That's why one click to my friend, my insurance guy, Health Insurance Harvey, can keep that from happening. HarveyDurham.com. Chat with him, set up a virtual appointment anywhere in the country practically. He's licensed in 40 states. He'll look at your needs, your budget, and share every single thing that his insurance is going to cover and what it won't. You don't pay for what you don't need. If he can't save you money or can't give you better coverage, he won't sign you. You are under no obligation. So do yourself a favor. Get a free comparison quote from Health Insurance Harvey. It just might work for you like it did me. I'm not his commercial announcer. I'm his client at HarveyDurham.com. Are you guys ready for some music? Well, you're going to meet an adorable angel. I just think she is so special. I have watched her, and we have tried to make this interview happen for the better part of a year. She is the busiest woman I have ever met. Her name is Ava Page. Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, everyone. Hi, it's Devin.
Oh my gosh. We've got to tell everybody your story because you are so brave and so special. And you have just jumped in with both feet into this music business. When you came and when you started your music career, how old were you?
I was 10 years old.
10 years old. Now, how old are you now?
I'm 16. I'll be turning 17 in August.
And I have to ask because there's some kids that are your age that I've watched grow up, you and I think Taylor Hope and some of you girls that are just so mature at 10 and 11 years old that you surpass all the adults around you.
Thank you.
You are so very special. Let's talk a little bit about how you started in this career. And then you've had a few little, let's say, bumps in the road.
That's one way to put it. Yes. Well, I started my career, as I said, when I was 10 years old. I got the really cool experience to sing karaoke with Kelly Clarkson. And that's it was a crazy story. We live on the lake. So we drove our boat to go eat dinner at this little restaurant, and Lightning 100 had set up a karaoke booth. So I did a few songs, being this funky 10-year-old I was, and broke the ice a little. But then Kelly Clarkson came up. She was just in the audience. So she was there with her whole family and everything, and so she came up and sung a song and went and sat back down, and I'm like, okay, I wonder if she would sing with me. So again, spunky 10-year-old, I went up to her and was like, hey, would you mind singing karaoke with me? And she goes, sure, yeah, what song you want to do? And I'm like, B-52's Love Shack. So we did the Love Shack song together on the karaoke, and if you Google it, you can look up Kelly Clarkson Sings with 10-Year-Old Fan. There's a bunch of write-ups and everything on it. So I actually got pulled out of like 5th grade school for a day to go get an interview with the news and everything, and it was kind of crazy, and it sort of boosted my love for performing and all things, songwriting, and I dove head first into it after that.
Your story takes all of these crazy twisted turns. And I bring up one thing. Here's the deal, is that without the battle that you have faced, and we're going to get into the battle in just a second, without that, you're a great songwriter, a fantastic singer and performer and player. Okay, without all that, you're not just the girl who has faced an incredible mountain. Let's talk about the mountain.
So for those of you who don't know my story, I started my music career when I was 10 years old, and started performing around a lot. By the end of 2018, beginning of 2019, I was doing around 150 plus shows a year. I was expanding my reach in other states, and even, writing like every single day, sometimes twice a day, 5 days a week. But my whole life came to a screeching halt when very unexpectedly I was diagnosed with leukemia. So it was very, very sudden. Actually, I was singing, I was doing a small tour in Texas, in Fort Worth. And actually, I was singing 2 days before I got diagnosed at the Cook's Children's Hospital down in Fort Worth. And I was singing to all the patients there. And something just wasn't feeling right. So first day we got back to Nashville, we went to a pediatrician. And my pediatrician ran my blood counts, and they were just so out of whack that she had to send us over to Vanderbilt. We didn't know what it was. She thought it could have been a virus or fifth disease or something like that. But we showed up, and Vanderbilt ran my numbers again, and 6 doctors walked in, closed the door, and told me I had cancer. Mm-hmm. So it was very, very sudden, very unexpected. And sure, we cried a bunch. But I looked at my parents and I said, okay, how do we beat this? And through all the trials that I've been through with it, because, when you get diagnosed with cancer, you're not just battling cancer, you're battling all the flipping side effects of chemotherapy. That's like, sometimes that's what gets people. But I can, through all that, I can proudly say that I look at cancer now as a crazy chapter in my life story. And, I've gotten to meet so many incredible people and, reach out to a bunch of people. And, there's some form of I don't know the correct familiarity when you talk to somebody and you don't just say like, oh, I can imagine what you're going through, but I know what you're going through. And, you can relate to them on that level and be like, I've been there before. And this is what, some things I did that helped me, and hopefully they might help you.
You have used it to help others at every step of the way. And when you started, you had this beautiful, long, thick, gorgeous hair. And when you didn't have that, you performed without any hair or wig at all. And you might throw on a bandana, or you might have this beautiful haircut that you have right now that's just gorgeous. What I'm saying is you have been a consistent edge through all of it. That, look, this is me today. That's just incredible.
We've been we try to stay transparent because people ask me all the time, how was your day? And I won't lie, and I'll say some days in the hospital, man, I just it was a zero if there could be a zero. I mean, close the door, turn out the lights, just sleep till it's over, sort of thing. But I was very, very fortunate to have such an amazing support group around me. And gosh, even if my day was a 1 or heck a 0, they could come over and sing songs, share stories. My hospital room was a revolving door of just musicians. I mean, from 2 to 10 musicians could be in my room at one time. And it's like, even though that was against protocol, the nurses let it go, but I was very thankful that they did. But I mean, I had an amazing support group, and I give a lot of credit to them because this process wouldn't have been as not as smooth, but as productive, I guess, without them. So I'm very, very fortunate.
Well, your song in our month of love is beautiful, and it's a fairly new song. The Kinder Kind is the song that we're going to play, and it's a live video of you singing. I will tell everybody to follow Ava Page on all the socials, but you're very, very active, and you go live on Instagram often, and you share your music there. But let's give all the socials for everyone.
Yeah, y'all could find me at anywhere you have social media at Ava Page Music. That is AVAPAIGE Music. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, wherever you like to do that. And as well as I have music out on wherever you stream your music. So again, that is Ava Page Music, AVAPAIGE Music.
You have more savvy than any adult I've ever met. It's crazy.
Trust me, I'm actually not very good at social media at all. So it's like I'm always, my friends are like really like TikTok savvy and all that. So I'm like calling them like, how do I do this? I don't know what to do. But
let's talk about the relationship for this song, because you pulled in some very cool friends that you have known for a while to write this song.
Yes. So first of the writers, I've been writing with her like crazy recently. Right now, she owns like half of my catalog with me because it's like we write so much. But her name is Kelly Johnson. She's absolutely phenomenal writer and as well as singer. Shout out to her. Actually, she just released a single. You can go check it out. It's called Record High. It's really, really good. But I love her. She's like my older sister. She's amazing. I swear, like she spends whole days with me sometimes, like back-to-back writes. I'm like, how do you deal with me for that long? But she's phenomenal. And then the other writer is Mr. Charles Eston. And we actually met through a cancer fundraiser. So for those of you who may not know, Charles is an amazing, amazing musician as well as actor. He did a bunch of stuff on Nashville. He was Deacon on there. And right now he's doing amazing things on the show Outer Banks. So he's one of the characters on there as well. But we met through a cancer event, and his daughter, Addie, actually had leukemia when she was younger. So he does a lot with the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, which I'm heavily a part of as well. And we met at this, actually, taking a little step back, a crazy coincidence. We actually met the day before our gig was, like the fundraiser. And he's like, wait, I have a gig with you tomorrow. And I'm like, yeah, you do. And we never met before, so we got to meet the night before. But he is such an amazing person, so sweet, and super incredible musician. And we met at that cancer event, then started writing. We've written 2 songs now together, and this is the second one. And this song is very, very special. He had this idea, and he said he didn't know who to write it with. So he threw it out to us, and we kind of ran with it. And this is what we came out with, and I personally love it.
I am so excited to share this, because if there's ever a time when our world needs this message of love, it is now. It is The Kinder Kind with Ava Page. And it is my honor to have you on this show with me and to share this message. Thank you so much for your time, sweetheart. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me. Seriously. I'm so glad we finally, but we were all talking about, just the state of the world right now, and sort of thought, this world could use a little bit more kindness. So we wrote this song about that, and it's called Kinder Kind. Hope y'all enjoy. When I look all around at all the different kind of hearts that can be found, some are scarred, cold and hard. Some are badly bruised and broken all apart. My heart is heavy, and Lord knows it's ready for more. So I'll keep on searching till I find the kind of heart I'm looking for. The kind that tells the truth but leads with love, doesn't hate or hold a grudge, gives the gentle grace I'm trying to find. The kind that's tender even when it's strong, forgiving even when you're wrong. That's the kind of heart I want for mine. The kinder kind. We all want peace for ourselves, while we're mad as hell at everybody else. So we get tough, all armored up. Oh, but hate and hate is not the same as love. Oh, my heart is heavy, and Lord knows it's ready for more. So I'm asking Him to change mine into the kind of heart I'm looking for. The kind that tells the truth but leads with love, doesn't hate or hold a grudge, gives the gentle grace I'm trying to find. The kind that's tender even when it's strong, forgiving even when you're wrong. That's the kind of heart I want for mine. The kind that shines the light we need, lifts us up, sets us free, gives the gentle grace we're trying to find. The kind that's tender even when it's strong, forgiving even when you're wrong. That's the kind of heart that God designed. The kinder kind.
I'm weeping openly. That song is what we need.
Thank
And
you.
a lot of people are just sending beautiful comments, and we thank you guys for being there. And that song is the way to let us go into this world for the rest of the week and the rest of the year. Thank you for that gift.
Thank you. Seriously, thank you for playing it.
Well, and I didn't mean to cut you off before. I'm glad we finally got to do this too.
Yes. Sorry about that. It was like time time weird. But yes, I'm so glad we finally got to do the interview. Goodness.
Well, we are overdue, and I want you to come back, and I want you to be a part of more, because everybody wants more Ava Page. That is for sure. That the lines in that song, every listen is a vote. But I'm going to tell you, every listen, you will have another line that pops up in that song that you go, oh my gosh. I mean, I literally, I want to listen over and over and over. The Kinder Kind is in our songs of love. And thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. Again, thank you so much for having me and playing the music.
Absolutely. We close the show the same way every day, and that is be safe, be kind, and remember, you are loved. Bye, everybody.